Wow.
He owes Serbia an apology. Doesn't he owe like Finland an apology in this case?
I'm just like, wow.
Well, I mean, he's North American, right? Geography isn't his strong suit.
Yeah, well, not surprised, to be honest with you.
So, not too.
Semler.
Suomi.
Suomi.
Where do we go?
Perkele.
What do we do?
We're going to be watching this Hellraisers and Titan match.
That's
I've
right.
been told.
And it's going to be a best-of-3 winners match as well, guys. So this is going to settle who has the first seed going out of this group, going into the major event that's going to be happening at Cluj-Napoca, the stadium over in Romania, and who's going to be going on to the matches tomorrow, basically, to fight for that second seed. So this is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. We are actually counting down into the match, or we should soon. I think everybody's joined up. Everybody sat over on the Titan side, and, you know, Hellraisers, Simple was just saying, you know, this is how, you know, he was giving a demonstration as to how he like shanks people with the knives that he borrows. So good times, man, good times.
It's gonna be an interesting match. Just to think the fact that Titan has had a whopping 2 days to practice with Scream before this, so we sort of have to assume.
Well, I mean, do you need to do a lot of practice with Scream, right? It's like go headshots.
That's the thing, right? Titan, they can really rely on that individual skill that they right now have, and that's gonna have to compensate a lack of team play, maybe a lack of strategies.
Well, they're already using him in that capacity, aren't they? From what we've seen today on the 2 maps that started things off, he was already playing in that entry frag roller, it seems so at least. So,
judging from this buy, Scream and Existence have a bunch of nades to work with, so some sort of setup is going to happen.
Yeah, straight out onto the B site, no time wasted. 3 players here though for Hellraisers. But the nades are already sailing in for Titan. Look at this turn of speed from them. They get right out onto the B site. Smith goes charging in. He's going to completely eviscerate the man holding Toxic, but Simple annihilates Scream. That drops the bomb out in the open. Angel and Simple doing work right now. And they have the man advantage, Hellraisers. They're going to have to deal with Shox, who somehow snuck his way into the back line. This is all about the battle, and there it is. Peekaboo. Time for a nap. The only problem is that the bomb is dropped out onto the B site, and Shox, they know exactly where he's playing from.
Yeah, this is going to be super hard unless Hellraisers go and throw it like this.
I mean, they're perfectly capable of throwing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and there's going to be a pause in the next round as well. But let's see. That's not over until we see it here. Angel looking for that headshot onto Shoxy, looking the wrong way, but they spar briefly. 35 seconds left. Angel goes for another peek. And well, you have to wonder who's going to win this one. Shox, the pistol master. Angel doing work, but he's not going to get it done in the end. Shoxy will find the headshot and clutch it out for Titan.
Yeah, the worst mistake you can make when you have that opportunity 2-on-1 situation is to do individual duels. You're supposed to communicate, make decisions together if you're going to face or not. Here we see Smits with this fast push and Shoxy getting these headshots, but if you give a player like Shox this kind of an opportunity, he's going to go and run with it.
Dude, quad kill for Shoxy at the end of that pistol round.
Yep.
That's doing a very good job for Titan, and I think that that's what's going to make the difference for Titan, because when you're talking about players who haven't had a lot of time to establish tactics and team play, all of the sort, you know, the core basics, right? That's when you need the individual to step up. The guy like Scream, the guy like Shoxy to get those headshots and be that turning force, that driving force for the team.
Yeah, that's the advantage that Titan has right now. They can send Shox alone somewhere and then work with the rest of the core in another part of the map. You'll still have players like Scream and RPK there working their way.
Well, this is a little awkward just because Simple, he got back into the server, but he only got back in with $800.
I think they'll manage to restore the situation probably.
One hopes. So that's why, guys, in case you're wondering, we get a nice view of Titan. And Titan right now, I've got to be wondering as well what exactly is happening. We can't fill you in on that. The chat is disabled on the server. But
there we go.
Yeah, but now, yeah, exactly.
We're getting the restore, so hopefully things are going to normalize here.
Yeah, and we have a picture of Mod, who's very much alive, and he is our admin for this tournament as well. Does all the DreamHack events, does Fragbind, does a whole number of things. One of the best admins in the business right now.
A workhorse, you could say.
Dude, he is a monster. Like, he just makes it work, one way or another. You know, if that involves dropping the PC from a high place or putting it back together again or any of that sort of stuff, you know, he's all about that.
It's going to be interesting to see what kind of an approach Hellraisers take to this round. Are they going to force buy or save up here? It would be quite a CIS thing, actually, the force buy in this situation, but
I could see them forcing. Overpass has a lot of little tricky corners that you can try and hide behind.
But that it can backfire in a matter where if you do buy in the second round, you lose, and then going in that first weapon round, you're not going to have the ops, you're not going to have all the nades you really need on this map. So
that is a good point. But then
it's a high risk.
I mean, like we've seen that Mo is the man with the AWP, and that's part of his plan. So, what do you just go for him like with a P250 or something, and then you force with the others? You can have like a kind of quasi, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, you could have even double ops on this map and like really just deny Titan from doing anything. So, I mean, when you have that kind of skill set, my advice would be try and go and use that instead of forcing too much and making a compromise with your purchases.
Yeah, well, I mean, if we listen to Thor, and it's going to be Deagles across the board here for Hellraisers, so,
That would not surprise me at all, to be honest with you.
I mean, Simple, I could see going for the Deag. Adrian as well. Adrian and, I mean, it was basically Adrian and Simple just going to town on Dust 2, though. Between the two of them, they were just wrecking their last opponents. So, curious to see if they're going to be able to keep that kind of shape up here in this match versus Titan. It's a totally different sort of atmosphere situation when you're dealing with a team that has so much experience.
It's going to be really interesting to see. To be honest with you, even Hellraisers, Hellraisers has only had a week with Simple, but like we heard Angel say, they've pretty much thrown Simple in Docius roles. So they have a more firm package, I feel like, than Titan when it comes to team play and strategy. I don't think Titan would just throw Scream into Maniac's positions and play with that.
No, that's already been made clear, essentially, in Maniac's. He made a post as well when he was relieved of his duties on the team that Shoxy basically took his role as the lurker on the team. And Maniac was struggling with the change in role, trying to figure out where he's good, where he isn't, and that didn't really pan out for him. So
I think it makes sense because Shox is such an amazing clutcher. So having him as the last guy, potentially in a lot of situations, is going to be very beneficial. That's going to give, like we discussed about Hiko and Liquid, that's going to be a confidence boost to your other players that even if I take these duels, even if I die, there's always going to be that great player behind me who may be able to make those rounds work.
Well, I mean, one thing that we've noticed as well, it seems that Existence is putting himself in that second or third role, second or third man onto the site, right? It seems like a lot of the times it's Scream, Smiths, it's RPK kind of running in first, and then Existence is there to back things up along with RPK.
And then there's a more, I think, relaxed, maybe more loose kind of an approach to the game from previously, to be honest with you, with this team. It's felt like these few weeks that this team was together with Maniac on board as well. It felt like a bit of a transitioning period, and then finding the right way of playing, which they struggled with to begin with. Didn't look too good when you compared them to how Envy started off. It felt like Titan had a rough patch there, but.
Well, it feels off with Titan as well because there has been a real shift in mentality just because going into the major, I believe it was Existence who had an interview where he said, when we practice, it just feels like that makes us worse, like we get worse with more practice, which is just such a weird thing when that's coming from Existence, who's known as this legendary, hard-working leader who just breaks down the game and gets everything just the way he wants it and spends like hours, just working with his team to make sure that everything is perfect, and then all of a sudden he's saying, actually, we're kind of changing up our approach. We don't really practice anymore. That just blows my mind.
Yeah, it's funny how it can be a very simple thing that changes everything. You're just struggling, and then you even change one position or just a role within the team, and magically everything starts to work. So it's always going to be a bit of a jiggle work to start off with. Get those things working, finding the right places for everyone.
Well, I mean, I don't know if the money. I mean, if the money is such an issue right now, just because if what we see from Kucher, I mean, guys, we have the screen on the server right now. We'll update you. I mean, Simple is sitting on 800 because he reconnected into the server late after the end of the round, so he didn't get the bonus. But we see that his teammate Kucher is force buying. So he started at $1,400, and now he's down to $50 because he bought a P252 flashes and Kevlar. So, does the money really matter? Do we really need to slow everything up for the money, or is that op a priority? Is that what's going on here?
Why don't we just manually put the start money and he reconnects on the server? That we're good to go.
Yeah. But then, well, hold on. Did he get a kill? No, he didn't get a kill. So he wouldn't even get like 1850 or anything. He would just be starting with the flat. They're going to what? Can we put that on the stream? Why not? Let's put it on the stream. That's funny. It's not every day we get to see a full-on simulation going on. Seriously, this is like old school stuff, right? You know, like beginning where it's just like, well, how much did you have? Okay, you got a kill. No, you got a kill. Hey, it looks like we're going to be restarting things, guys, and they're going to simulate the round from the start. So that basically means that Shoxy gets 4 kills. And who had the other one? I think it was Smiths who had. Yeah, Smiths had one. He killed the man at Toxic.
The entry.
So it'll be Smiths and Shox getting 4 kills basically. And then I think that it complicates things when it comes down to Hellraisers, who had the frags and who didn't.
I think they only had like. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. How it works out.
Okay. Please. Let's do this. Let's get this underway.
Let's get this party started, boys and girls.
I mean, this is like the. Talk about a momentum killer, right? This is a lot of time for Hellraisers also to just be like, okay, get centered and figure out what they want to do. They can treat this as an impromptu timeout almost.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't look to me like Titan are talking too much about what's going on. But Hellraisers, this is a free timeout that they're getting. They're trying to decide exactly what they want to do in the first buy round.
Yeah, and it was really important for Titan to win that pistol as well. I feel like.
I agree.
Because being that new team and having everything still to figure out, that's going to be a T side that you're more likely going to be struggling at.
Well, it's going to be like, I feel like this matchup it kind of comes down to Shoxy and Scream. So streamers are not ready. Please make the streamers ready.
We are ready as ever.
But I mean, I think it comes down to Shoxy and Scream. It comes down to the two like hard-hitting talent on these teams. That time around, you saw what was possible with Shoxy still being alive, getting 4 kills. But you know, Simple is perfectly capable of ruining those dreams for Titan. If he can counter Shoxy effectively, it's going to be very tricky, and they've already changed up. Okay, so what is happening here? Because Titan, as we saw originally in the pistol round, they started with nades on 2 players.
Yeah, it was Existence and Scream. Now it's only Scream.
Now it's only Scream. There's going to be a. I mean, it's like a bonus decoy nade, hardy hard.
So this is going to be interesting to see.
I mean, how are they going to set? Just set it up, guys.
Can we do this? Does everyone know how it went down?
I mean, Smith got 1, so that much is simple, right? Oh, Simple had 3 kills. Did he really? Okay, then we understand why he would. There we go. All right.
Good job, boys and girls.
Okay, if Simple had 3 kills, then that makes a totally different amount of sense there.
Yep.
Now we understand why he was contesting. If he had just died without any kills, then yeah, sure, there's no point in arguing. But if you start with 2450, this makes a huge difference.
Yep, there we have it. It's going to be Hellraisers, all force buying into it.
Yeah.
Going to have a CZ, a Deagle, 5.7s, and a P250. Bunch of grenades to work with as well, so let's see if they do a gamble here. Seems like they're going to be opting to stack that B site, which could be actually an excellent idea, looking at where Titan is moving towards.
Yeah, this highlights it so clearly now. I feel like this is really going to be the struggle between Shoxy and Simple. If they're both hitting shots already, this is going to be so exciting. But 4 players are waiting on the B site now for Hellraisers. Titan decide to run right up, and somehow Scream gets right in the midst of them. Perfect crossfire there. Smith will return, taking out Adrian. MP7 at work for RPK. Might pick up a 2nd kill, and he does. So that stack really doesn't pan out for Hellraisers. Just the Soul Man Scream. Now RPK getting taken out, but damage is kind of done at this point. Titan.
Huge risky play from Titan, just running into that site very blind, not having any knowledge of what's going on. But now they're actually rotating towards that A site.
And Moo's feeling happy. He's like, yeah. Oh, nope, never mind. This is my time to shine, guys. This is when I get to do work. This is when I get to do damage. And then Shoxy was like, there's no fun allowed on this server.
Well, there we have it. At least Hellraisers managed to get 2 kills, but like I said, looking at HR's money, it's going to be a struggle when it comes to that first weapon round. They're going to have to do something aggressive together. It's going to be M4s across the board and limited amount of nades.
And we have another pause, and this time by Hellraisers.
But yeah, I'm not a great fan of that idea of just running into a site with not really knowing anything about what's going on. There's always going to be a huge risk involved.
No, that's the issue. I guess they were fine with it because the Scream only had a Mac 10, but still, it's just like
maybe having scouted first. If you get B short under control, then you have that Mac Daddy. go through short into B and check how things are over there. He would have spotted 3 guys instantly, would have had the information that they have 8 armors as well. That could have initiated a fast rotation towards that A side for Titan. That would have been a lot less riskier for them, but instead they really committed to that side, even though eventually they turned their backs and went to A.
Let's see now, Titan trying to keep their distance just in case there was a mid-rush. There was some pressure put mid there by Hellraisers. A little bit of a boost happening over here on the B side. Simple with that dig. But yeah, Titan, they're moving as a group. This is basically textbook anti-eco play. Move together as a unit.
Much better.
You know, follow up the frags together, get that info, catch people out of position. This is all just very standard stuff.
3 CTs already hit 4.
Okay, this is a little bit different. It could get a little tricky here if Simple can manage to find the shots, and he's just wide each time, not connecting with any of these. And they know where Simple's playing from now, and, well, that doesn't save RPK's life. Scream there with the headshot, though. We'll be able to clean things up, and it's going to be a 3-0 lead now for Titan going into Hellraiser's first buy round. And, well, let's see. No AWPs picked up, just M4s across the board.
No Molotovs either. Those are usually very, very useful in this map. You can, let's say, in B. It's a good way to delay an attack later on in the round, having a Molotov plus the A side as well. So that's the risk from having it when you buy as much on that second round.
6-0-0 for Shoxy so far, just pointing that out. That's definitely going to get Titan's spirits up, but they quickly take over sewers and perhaps looking for that boost. Yeah, RPK going for a bit of the wall bang just in case somebody was lurking on the other side. I like the fact that they're using Molotovs to clear out tree on long. That can be a really annoying position to deal with, especially because Titan don't have an AWP. They can't just wall bang it all day long. They, you know, so use the Molotov, clear out the positions, the likely spots.
Yeah, good early information from Titan. They know long is clear right now. They're going through toilets to see what's going on, so they sort of get the feel before they even have to make any kind of decision on where they're committing to with the minute left. But from the looks of things, it seems like they're setting up for some kind of a B play here.
Yeah, that's really clever, that smoke at long. It basically forces Hellraisers to keep 2 players up on that A site. So limiting the defense, limiting what Hellraisers have, and Smith hits a shot through the smoke, dead onto Angel. Simple from the pit now. It's all going to come down to him. Looking for that headshot. He will be able to take one man very low, and Dren will pick up that kill. It's going to be a 4-on-4 situation now. One man watching for the backstab. Smith's again opening things up. He's playing a great game right now. Simple will finally hunt him down. Simple only on 6 HP. The damage is done and the bomb is planted. So now it comes down to the retake scenario here for Hellraisers. Moo catches Shocks off guard. And RPK in existence, the last 2 alive, actually going for some tricky stuff. They actually mess up. Who's going to get the boost? But there we go. RPK holds down Mouse 1, gets the double spray. Basically saves the day here for Titan. It's going to be Adrian, and they're just actually going to push through that smoke. Adrian gets the first kill, could get the second, and he will! But do they have a kit? Is there a kit anywhere?
Nope.
No kit. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Big plays are big. That was a nice attack from Titan as well. Just to build up, like you pointed out, they smoked them smoking A. That really committed 2 CTs to that A site, and then fast rotation towards B, and just the way they executed towards B was as well. It's just one wave together, making sure that they're going to be the ones trading kills. But Adrian here, so close, but no cigar for him. It's going to be 4-0 to Titan. It's going to be another save here for Hellraisers, apart from Adrian.
And Simple.
Or Adrian.
It's Simple is crazy. We're going to call him Adrian. Adrian is actually, yeah, it's the...
Oh, yeah.
The North American player.
That's true. Adrian.
Adrian, I mean, he's... That's a bit frustrating, no doubt about it, but he does manage to hold on to his M4, so they have something to work with here, Hellraisers. But so far, they have their backs to the wall. 4-0 lead for Titan. It's not looking very healthy here for the CIS team. Simple, he's got that dig, and he invested in the Kevlar. Good thing he got the... I love it. Good thing he had that helmet as well. But now it gets interesting. Adrian, he brings the M4 to bear. Nice flash to slow things down. Titan kind of getting bogged down over here at long. Smoke goes down as well to block them off. And Simple with the backstab takes out Smiths. It's going to start getting a little tricky here. Nice shot by Simple. 2 kills for him. Well, now Hellraisers, this is the thing. 40 seconds left for Titan. And rather than, they're going for the B fake, basically. They're going to make Hellraisers think that they're heading to the other side, and instead, they're going to go crashing onto this A side. Shoxy opening things up. 30 seconds for that bomb to make its way in. But Shoxy's got control of the site now, and he just decides to keep on running. Doesn't stop. Adrian not going to have any joy there. Kucher's still alive, and it's just this ongoing battle, non-stop action here. Shoxy, what is this? Goes leaping into CT, but Existence takes 2 kills. Brings it back to a 2-on-2. Moo, though. He gets the 1, and I can hear them from here. They're getting hype over on Hellraiser's side. It's Existence trying to hold his own with the Glock of all things. And, well, it doesn't matter if they have a kit this time. Hellraisers get the job done fast enough.
Yeah, very scrappy round from Titan. He sort of just gave that opportunity to Hellraisers by going 1 by 1, taking duels to Simple, and he landed some sick deagle shots like he often does. Giving those kind of opportunities is just not the way to do it on that C side. You need to go together. We just pointed them out for playing very well in that previous round when they hit that B site, but that was the direct opposite. Going 1 by 1 is just not the way to do it.
But Shoxy, what is going on, man? He just goes jumping into CT like that. I mean, just weird risks getting taken, trying to go for the YOLO plays. That's pretty much like the textbook. If it works, you're a god. If it doesn't, you know, people start questioning your sanity. But he's going to go ahead and make up for that by removing Simple off the map very early on here in this next round, in the 6th round. Nice flash onto short, easy kill for Existence to open things up, and now Hellraisers, just like that, they're down 2 men. This might all be a part of the plan. Let Hellraisers win a round, only to reset their economy. Titan, they could go pouncing onto the B site, but they're still taking their time. They have a lot of time left on this clock.
A great example of Titan utilizing individual skill to get openings. Shoxy with that kill in Monster really opened things up, and then flashing into the short. Existence getting that second one. It's a massive advantage for Titan. They can just sit and wait and get picked up by Moo.
That's exactly it. Moo, he even manages to change up, yeah, looking towards short. Nobody playing short for now. I think Existence is still waiting around in sewers, but this is all going to come down to the man pushing out Monster, and he's been spotted. There's the shadow, there's the shot. Scream picks him off. Existence, though, somehow Moo doesn't connect with the shot. And Existence with the headshot, that was so crucial. Kucher doing a little bit of damage, making him, softening them up here on Titan's side, but 3 players survive for Titan, and this should be an impossible situation for Kucher to win from. He's kind of stuck now, dancing around on the edge of CT. Smokes are up, so he can't even look for a shot. Well, as the smoke clears, you might catch out Existence, yes, but Smiths actually will be able to pick up that kill. A single one for him and saves the AWP.
That's it. That's when it gets a bit risky, when you get that early advantage like that Titan just did. You slow things down, and CTs sort of have to take risks and push. See Moo there, peeking that Monster, getting that first pick, and even a second kill. Eventually Titan managing to take him down, locking that bomb site down. It's already 5-1. We're going to be seeing a very, very limited buy from Hellraisers here. AWP M4 and rest with pistols. See what they can do here.
It's very, I mean, that's the thing. There isn't a whole lot that they can hope to do apart from get the timing right. And we can see that Moo's, you know, he's sticking on that 5-7. It's Simple who has the AWP. Smith's going to walk right into that one, though. That was about the slowest peak in the history of peaks.
Yeah, but so far, Titans really utilized the skill set they have in a perfect manner. They keep things really just simple. Especially Shox getting those first picks is also going to be vital for Titan to translate those things into rounds. But this time around, it's going to be a 4 and 5 after that slow pick on long. See what Titan tries to do here. It's still not really decided. Shock's going to take a risk here.
Yeah, gets dropped down to half HP. Not going to make it out intact, though. Adrian is there, to back him up with that M4. Nice refrag on Hellraiser's side, and Simple not going to fall for it. He decides to stay put on the A side. He's got that AWP. Kucher holding close at the P250 as well. So there's definitely some defense here established, ready to hold off Titan. And Titan, they're close enough to hear the steps there, so this might prompt them to try and get out onto this site. Molotov into bank, and a shot from Simple, but it clips the edge of the van. Second one will do the trick, though. And now that bomb getting planted default. Boom! Shot in the ass! And Simple, quad kill for him.
Ripped him a new one. This is exactly the problem when you're new, like a new lineup like Titan is right now. When you don't manage to get the first picks, it's always going to get really scrappy and really hard to translate situations into rounds. That's when you have the experience together as a team. We can see a replay of that slow peek from Smets. Highlight shots from Simple. When you don't have that experience together with the same lineup as much as you would like to, that's when it really gets hard.
That was Simple hitting 5 shots in a row as well. Just saying, like, this guy, nicely done there. All right, Adrian is there to restore order, however, so they don't quite get control of it yet. Soars, that is. Shoxy will push out behind, but damage is done.
Yeah, it's a 4-spot situation from Titan. They're already man down as well. It's a 4-on-3 situation for Hellraisers.
So that kind of puts them in an awkward spot. The Simple decide to go for this peek. There is a man waiting around the corner. No reason for Scream to go out. I mean, this is Simple. Watching Simple and watching Moo, you see like a difference. You know, Moo's much calmer, much more posed. He just like holds that angle, not so twitchy, right? Where you get the Simple, it's just like, this guy's just bursting with energy.
Yeah.
He doesn't know where to look. He's all over the place. He's just like, let me at him, let me at him. He's trying to hunt them down.
Like a little puppy.
Right? So I mean, with this puppy, you know, just like actual puppies, they got like needle teeth, right? Those things hurt. This guy, man, tear you to shreds. He might get his chance to shine here. This is looking like it's going to go onto the B site. Point blank shot. Yes, sir. Scream is gone. That's an AK down, and Shock's in existence now. With 30 seconds left, they pretty much have to commit onto this site. And Simple, for now, is the only man holding. Might get caught out of position. They're going to peek him together, and there it is. Molotov. Now he's on a clock. He has to get out here. Somebody give him a target. He's actually going to cancel it out. Still alive, and Kucher, in the meantime, is taking out Shocks. It's going to be on existence now to get shot in the face. Kucher there to save his teammate's life, and Simple, that's all he had to do. Him staying alive, that was the diversion that was necessary for his team to retake that bomb site.
Yep, another round there where Titan just didn't really have a game plan after losing those early frags. Trades they were not in favor of Titan. And that's going to be another round for Hellraisers, putting Titan in a save here. A couple of P250s to work with him. Yep, Simple's definitely being a factor here in the first half of this best of 3.
Yeah, this is what he's capable of. He's a greedy puppy. You know, he doesn't like to share.
Yeah. What do you reckon it is? Rottweiler?
Yeah, that or like a pit bull, you know.
Makes sense.
I can see it. Just locks on.
I think it's Titan setting up something here to try and get a cheeky bomb plant. See if they actually succeed on it.
And after that, they'll all go skipping for a cheeky Nando's. But let's see. First shot in. Simple is there. Adrian is also holding the line. RPK, can he get that bomb plant down? They will not be able to cancel it. So as far as Titan are concerned, this is a success. RPK even making it a little bit more pricey here for Hellraisers.
Yeah, that was a mission accomplished for Titan, definitely. All they had to do was spend about $1,000, and that's going to be them getting that bomb down. It's going to help it a lot going further in the next round. But right now, Titan's problem is they're just not managing to get those first picks. They obviously have that skill to make it happen. But that's what they're going to need to make these rounds happen.
Here it is, isn't it? Double AWP play now that Hellraisers actually have the money to go for this.
Yeah, this is what I was suggesting before. Really take it to Titan. I think this is the moment where if these two guys, they have the potential to hit some crazy shots, and if they do, it's going to be very hard for Titan to do anything, really.
Oh, very quick play so far into connector there. RPK leading the charge. Hoping to get control of sewers again, and there it is. There's the flash. Same flash as well, but this time around, it's Angel and Adrian doing big work over here. Shocks is going to be able to take out Angel, but it's still a man advantage for Hellraisers.
Yep, some bro points gained again. Hellraisers there. Great plays from Adrian and Angel, was it? Making sure they have the advantage. Again, a 4-on-3 situation for Hellraisers, and this is the point where Titan is seemingly a little bit clueless. Just spread out a bit too much on the map. Not having those set plays in today's situations is hindering them right now.
Question is, does Moo actually find the angle to work here? Smith is boosted up. He's used the Molotov now. So Moo knows somebody at least is on long. They're working their way up mid at the same time, Titan, so they are looking to split onto this site. But Kucher, he's already rotated in, gets that Molotov down, but Shocks annihilates him. There's the shot again. Moo, though, puts a shot through, and Smith will find the headshot on him as he holds in CT. It's all down on Simple now, point blank versus Shoxy, and Shoxy's roasting alive, but he's around long enough to get the headshot. And that's pretty much going to end this round unless Adrian can find a huge kill, and he's not going to manage it. Smith is there, comes through for his team. 2 kills for Smith, 3 for Shocks, and another round on the board for Titan.
You just have to enjoy when you have Shoxy playing the way he is right now, just hitting the shots like he is. He's making plays just by putting that crosshair in the right position and clicking mouse 1, making headshots happen and making openings. That was his second kill.
That's crazy from Shocks, though. He's just sitting in his own fire. Of course, Simple isn't going to think, yeah, no, nobody's going to be there. Nobody would think that. Well, that's perfect. Now, Titan, they do manage to do a little bit of damage here to Hellraiser's economy, but Kucher starts off strong by removing shocks. Scream lands the headshot on Angel, but then Smith could get completely out of position. No, he hits the flash and gets the kill, but Moo is there to refrag. That would have been sick if he got away alone. I mean, if he got away alive, that could have made all the difference.
Great change of pace from Hellraisers, pushing their long and short A, making sure that they're going to take the battle all the way here to the balloons area before Titan even manages to really do anything.
And all the raid bosses are dead now. The big lions.
The final bosses are down.
Yeah, they've all been killed. You know, there was a time when we would say that RPK was the raid boss, but these days he's playing much more of a support role along with Existence. So let's see, can RPK come through, show a glimmer of his old self?
Yeah, next frag of this round is going to be huge.
It's practically going to settle it.
Yep.
This is all on RPK.
Right now it's a waiting game.
And Simple alive with the AWP on this side as well. And this is going to be tough. 30 seconds left as well. They really aren't leaving themselves much time. RPK setting up, deciding. I mean, they got to go. 20 seconds. They aren't going to have any time at all. And Simple's holding the line here. He can find the shot. Misses it this time. But still, there's the line. You're going to have to go past it, Existence. You got to find the kill. 10 seconds left. It's ticking away. He steps out. Moo is there to shut him down. RPK going to go jumping through the smoke, but Simple hears the steps. And Simple point blanks RPK as he comes out of the smoke. There you go. You run out of time, Titan. You get your econs, I mean, just reset, and Hellraisers now, they're just looking indomitable. Simple. 16-1 and 6 for him.
Yeah, this is putting Titan to a save round. RPK and Smates is going to be in a situation where they're not going to be able to buy properly next round either. And just Hellraisers changing the pace, like we mentioned. That aggressiveness is always going to be a problem when you're a team that's not practiced much together. Those are the situations where you can really catch a team off guard when you're playing aggressively.
You put them in awkward spots. That's the main thing. We kind of saw that as well earlier, but enough of that. Shoxy finds the headshot on Angel. Tech 9, man. That thing is lethal.
Still alive.
Kucher might get caught here as well. Smith's trying to rush him down. Smith's trying to put that pressure on, but Smith doesn't have Kevlar. And Kucher will find the headshot in time to survive. Unfortunately for him, Scream does have Kevlar, but Moo is there, and Moo with the double. I'm pretty sure that he knows that Existence is waiting in restroom as well. So they're going to be able to maybe... what? Okay, Existence gives away his position. So now Simple is just basically, yeah, going to come right to him. That was odd. I'm wondering if he spotted Simple's shoulder, thought that he could pre-fire him or something, but...
Getting those 2 kills, though, it has a big matter. Going further here, it means that it's going to be 2 drops from Hellraiser's players. Bit of a dent to Hellraiser's economy going further to these last couple of rounds. And as we can see here, Titan really a scrappy buy. The Tech 9, a P250, and 3 AKs, but still a bunch of nades though, so that's going to enable them to do any kind of an execution pretty much.
Yeah, they do. I mean, this is really just becoming the standard default here of a Titan. Get into sewers, take control of sewers, block off connector with that smoke, give yourself some room to work with over here on the B side. But I was about to say, Simple, he's pushing up the top mid at the same time, and he removes Existence from the map.
Yeah, when you have the control of this area, it just enables you to do so many things. But Simple here, he's pushed up.
He's looking for the shot. In the meantime, Kucher, I mean, the push has begun here. It's out through Monster with the bomb, but Angel denies that. Simple removes Smiths, and it's going to be down to RPK. They're just getting picked off one at a time right now, Titan.
Yeah, it's the same thing all over again. That aggressiveness is really catching Titan off guard. Struggling with that quite a bit.
I think it's just a lack of respect at this point.
Oh, yeah.
They're starting to feel... Anyway, Simple never respects anyone, right? He just goes around and does what he wants on the map.
Yeah, I don't think he's most known for respecting people.
But I mean, right now he's just doing whatever the hell he wants. That push up the top mid, that was perfect. I think that's what put the screws to Titan, saying, okay, it's time to go. Existence, he's just like, I don't know what's going on. Now they know that there's only one guy on this side of the map. But there we go. Simple, speak of him. God, so sexy. Ah, what was that?
That was juicy.
Oh, okay, Kucher and Moo too, but that was. All right, Simple. Holy hell. I think he's dead, a dead man for sure. You get dinked right at the beginning, 2 guys rushing you. Nah, Simple's fine.
To be honest, I don't really want to Titan do something fast at this point. Hellraisers has really found their comfort level. They're pushing Titan's buttons left and right and center. This here, the second shot, it was down to what, like 5 HP or so. Still managing to get the kill.
That pre-fire.
Yeah, you would have thought he's dead. All right, so last round of the half. See how Titan approaches it. It looks very similar from everything else we've seen so far.
Yeah, and again, but this time Hellraisers get caught completely. And it's going to be simple. He's got the M41 this time around. Full flash, though. They might know that he's close. They know that somebody's close. And yeah, Existence will finally take him out. Titan, they're on the brink here, picking up their 7th round. It's going to come down to Kucher and Mo. Kucher does get 1 spray down, but he gets returned on by RPK. And that leaves it down to Mo, the last man alive here for Hellraisers. Trying to find that headshot. Long range with the M41. He does actually take out Scream in the end. Kind of ironic. Scream gets headshot. but yeah, that's basically, I mean, there's no saving in this round.
There is not. He's going to need 3 miracles to make this happen. 26 HP.
Soxy's like, I don't care if you know that I'm here.
Yeah, I'm just going to run around. And it's done. Well, Titan did pick up the pace there, picking up their 7th round. It looked very similar from before, them going for that B short control, but eventually translating to a B push, since Mitch got those 2 picks early on. Decent half for Titan, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I don't think you'd expect them to get 7 at this point, considering how little they've played, but it just goes to show the fashion they got these rounds was very dependent on their individuals getting things done, but still it's very, very even across the board for Titan.
Remarkably so, yeah. Although, you know, yeah, Scream, but then Scream, the thing is they're playing on the T side, and the way that they're using Scream right now is kind of just, you know, run in and die Scream.
It's less so on the other side.
Yeah.
It's simple at 21 and 7. Next guy, Mo.
But now we get
13.
to see how they're going to shape things up here, Hellraisers, for the T side. What kind of offense they're going to be able to put into this. I mean, if Simple's playing Doja's role.
A couple set of nades from Hellraisers. It's Angel and Adrian. They're going to have a smoke and Molotov, another smoke, a flash, and nade to work with. So, again, that's an indication that it's going to be a setup coming up here. It seems like they're going to be doing that towards that B side as well.
Yeah, and well, setup.
Not really.
You don't need to set up. You just got to YOLO.
No.
You got to run and not stop. And the Glock train, it's here, entering the station. Kucher finds one. RPK is there in Existence with a very quick kill. Brings it back to a 3-on-3. RPK still doing work. Finally, Adrian shuts him down. And it's going to be Shox, the last man alive here in a 1v2.
Again.
And, oh. Okay. That was sex. I mean, now what do you do? Shoxy, now the bomb is dropped below him. He knows that, and he's already in position. He gets instant dinked, and Adrian clutches it. What a hard shot to hit for Adrian, but double dink onto Shox. And that is it. Titan lose the pistol.
Yeah, well, pistol rounds are even now, though. It's going to be 1-1 in pistols. A fast B push from Hellraisers, smoking that upper balcony and just running in there. Trade kills left and right. 1-on-2 Shox, almost pulling it off again, but it wasn't meant to be. And look at Titan right now. They've purchased 2 scouts and 3 pistols with armor, so essentially this is a force buy. Similar situation that Hellraisers put themselves in the first half.
Yeah, initially Titan, they played, they're focusing on this long where eventually Hellraisers are working their way into. And why do they continue to press forward when the scouts are here? Kucher finds the headshot on Shox. Bit more difficult to do the jump scout play. And wow, okay, that's a great recovery by Hellraisers. I mean, Titan really just committed to it. But yeah, that was definitely looking pretty dangerous for a second there. Yeah. But that's the thing, you know, I think it hasn't quite settled in for everybody yet that, you know, if you go for the jump scout, a guy with a quick trigger finger, he's going to be able to pick you off now. You don't really have you can't really mess around with the model anymore.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. So Titan is going to be having to save this round. That was a massacre all along. All of a sudden, just 4 Titan players going down. 10-7 scoreline as well. Let's see what Titan decides to do here. Seems to be a bit of a stack towards the B bomb site. It's Hellraisers to take it easy so far. Taking ground. Trying to just process through the map and see what Titan's doing. Not really getting a lot of information yet. It's Angel just maneuvering here towards B and trying to scout out if there's a stack going on here.
And they aren't quite as, well, I like that Hellraisers paced themselves a little bit more than Titan did, at least in these following rounds, because Titan kind of just threw themselves onto sites. Well, Smith's trying to do the best that he can, but he's just going to feed Simple more money.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching, ka-ching is right, and they rotate up to the A site, but Moo's already waiting. He's got that Mac-10, though, not the best gun to have in this sort of situation. And you can see he tries to close the distance. He wants to get up close. Existence will get caught out, but that's Angel doing the work. Well, now it's going to be Shox and Scream, the last 2 alive. Nice play there by Shox, using the angle to work against Simple. But Scream is just there a little bit too late to be able to get that refrag. He might be able to catch them off guard. He nearly takes out Angel, who only has 12 HP. But now they know where he's playing from, and they will get the flank. Well done there by Adrian.
Yeah, Mo and Adrian and Angel all down to very little HP as well. That could have turned ugly. 5-4 players. It's going to be great going further. It's going to be building a healthy bank for themselves. Since Titan forced bot that second round, that's going to mean that they're not going to have an AWP here on this first weapon round. It's going to be M4s across the board. Set needs to work with as well. As you can see, Simple still just continuing this disaster for Titan so far.
All right, perfect. But this is the must-win round for Titan. I think that's pretty evident to everybody now. They're so low on nades, no kits. And you can see from this, I mean, they're just trying to pull a fast one on Hellraisers here with this aggressive posturing in mid. Existence kind of hanging around on long, but he's setting up right now.
It makes sense.
Yeah, look at this. He's setting up for a mid flash. So as soon as he gets word from his teammates, if they hear steps, there it is. It goes out, flash goes off, and there's the peak. But, oh, Shox can't capitalize on it. And, oh, Simple just assassinates Smiths. So now a man advantage for Hellraisers. Make that a two-man advantage. Kucher immediately wraps onto Shox. But, I mean, you got to love the idea there behind what Titan were trying to go for, but the execution, the timing was just barely off.
This is winning and losing in the smallest of details. Another great example of that. It's going to be a 5-3 situation. I think that 4-3 actually, and 4-2 now. In favor of Hellraisers.
So all over the place, Hellraisers, I mean, 25 seconds left. That's the only reason why they're so very aggressive. Kucher, that's pretty much the key frag right there. Scream getting taken out. It's going to come down to RPK. 1v1, but with 15 seconds left, it looks like Adrian, he's just fully committing to this. He's going to go down to the B site. That's bought enough time for him to get the rotation on.
Yep, has plenty of time to do this as well. He's going to have the positional advantage as well. RPK just now, when the bomb goes down, realizes what's going on. Adrian here. He's seen a huge advantage.
What a gent. Always closes the door behind him.
That's what you do.
But RPK has no kit, so this is just incredibly difficult now. He needs to get this kill right away. And wow, I mean, Adrian's so brave.
Yeah, just a great play there. He's just going in with that flash. But like you said, it was a very, very hard situation for RPK with no kit at all. Let's see what Titan does here. It's going to be 12-7 scoreline. So the pressure is mounting on Titan right now. It seems like a couple of armors have been purchased together with some 5-7s and a CZ. A bunch of flashes. Maybe they're going to try and do a cheeky push somewhere on the map and try to catch some terrorists off guard.
Yeah, nade onto Scream. Not doing too much damage to him, so that's
surprisingly little.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a monster one, but he has no Kevlar to mitigate the damage. So he's down to 80 HP to start, and they are kind of pushing around a little bit. At least they have a presence in connector here. That's Scream, but he's been smoked off by Simple. Should be a man down in, yeah, it's RPK down in sewers, waiting right on the other side. There we go. Flash out. RPK fully flashed, but Scream, he doesn't push behind this. He actually hears the steps, and he might have been spotted there.
Yeah.
Might have come up on the radar. Yeah, they realize that somebody's waiting behind that smoke. Existence, no joy with the dig.
We have to appreciate. Oh, there we go. Mugods gets that kill, but what I was going to say is you have to appreciate just the smart and methodic play right now from Hellraisers. They're taking very little risks and playing well together. Shox goes down as well. It's going to be 13-7. Yeah, Hellraisers really just playing super smart, not taking unnecessary risks,
yeah,
making sure they get them up. Yeah, map control. Obviously a bit of luck as well. That one, first weapon round where Existence was throwing that flash.
I mean, Simple has maintained the pace as well. We're at 21 rounds, 22nd round starting now, and he's at 27 frags. I mean, he has not let up one bit. He's still doing monstrous work right now for Hellraisers.
It's a pretty good sanity to have on the team.
That's the thing. I mean, we're looking at Titan or we're looking at Shox to provide the same kind of performance, and we're just not seeing it. Simple's just walking all over him. Quick opening there for him. Simple just runs right onto the site, removes Smiths, but Shox is there to deny the plant. No, it actually got off just in the nick of time, but it's still a man advantage. And Hellraisers, they're communicating well, trying to play for it, and there it is. Existence, they knew where he was playing from. Mu hunts him down, and it's going to be Shoxy. 1v3 clutch situation. As you mentioned earlier, they count on him for these kinds of plays. One headshot goes in.
He thought it was defusing, wasn't he?
Can we get a camera on Shox, please?
That was awkward, but a great change of pace from Hellraisers. regardless, doing that fast speed push really did it well as well. The exchange of kills going in the way of Hellraisers, and they just got the bomb down as well before that kill went down. It's 14-7 and a really picky situation for Titan at this point.
Smiths, you have no Kevlar, man. I mean, a stray HE will kill Smiths at this point. Down to 23, just roasted himself there. I mean, that's not how a tan works, Smiths. But this is just wild spray going through. Shock's trying to do whatever he can here to stave off defeat in this first map. Hellraisers sitting on 14 rounds. Hellraisers very carefully working together. It's basically a two-man unit. It's everywhere here. Two men in mid now. They have the crossfire established. Two guys working together on long just to make sure that they can get a refrag if somebody peeks. This is really solid, thorough work coming out here from Hellraisers. It's a real pleasure to watch.
Yeah, that's the thing. And getting all this map control is also going to be making it that much easier for them to make a decision eventually. If they get the first kill as well, it's going to be the dream situation for them.
Or you can just line them up, and Existence does just that. Triple kill for Existence. Perfect timing for him to push forward, catches Hellraisers executing onto the A site. It could not have gone better, and with 35 seconds left, pretty much slams the door in Hellraiser's face. Another Molotov here. Smiths, he's already having, I mean, he's still having nightmares from the last one, so he doesn't want to have anything to do with that. Moo brings it back. Angel brings another kill their way. And they're not out of this yet. And Moo picks up another kill, but it's going to be Scream finally removing him. And it's going to be down to Angel now in a 1v2 with 15 seconds left. And it seems like Titan, they're unsure. Are they wondering if it's going to be a B plant? RPK's down there. They didn't get eyes on the bomb. Angel, you don't have any time for this. Angel, he's going to plant it out in the open. 5, 4. What is going on? What is this?
We were discussing about that brain DDoS earlier. I think that was another example of that. I'm not really sure what happened. Maybe he didn't realize the time. And when he did, it was just too late.
I guess they both get one, right? Is that how it works? You know, Shock's the last round. Okay, so Angel's like, you know what? I'll just do something that doesn't make sense either. And
but a great triple spray from Existence there. Definitely just sealed the deal for Titan there. Oh, it looks really good for Hellraisers originally. Just went in the way of Titan after that triple kill, definitely. But still, Titan really struggling for money, so it's going to be a smidge on a CZ only. 3 FAMASs as well.
Yeah, and if they, I mean, if it's Hellraisers have set themselves up for this win, basically. If they win this round, Titan, they're on a pistol force buy, basically.
Yeah, they're going to be at 1.5k if they do lose this one. So it's a do or die situation.
Well, hey, Smith starts off strong, taking out Adrian. Good start here, and he might get shot in the back, and yes, he will, but Angel fluffs the shot. Not good enough, Angel.
He only did 26 damage as well.
That's a freebie. That should have been a freebie at least, and that's not going to work. But Existence, he'll get caught this time by Simple. Brings it back to a 4-on-4 here for Hellraisers, and Hellraisers are looking to speed up behind this at least. Angel not wasting any time, taking point, going on to this A site. Shoxy, though, he switched it up. He's not on the B site. He's on the upper. And now he can actually be the man to surprise Hellraisers. Angel takes out RPK as the rotation comes through, and Angel, he's making up for it in spades. Takes out Shoxy as well. He finally gets laid low by Smiths, but Simple strikes back, and it's going to be down to Scream now. Desperate situation for him. Molotov burning valuable time off of this clock. And he doesn't have a kit. He actually doesn't have this time to waste.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough one unless Hellraisers giving the opportunities. But Scream goes the first frag.
Oh, and he gets the second one as well. But he's so low on time now. He picks up a kit. He actually has a kit to work with now. But he's down to a P2000, and Moo's going to peek from mid. Perfect play there by Moo, just as Scream gets onto that site.
Yeah, it's going to be the disaster situation for Titan here. 3 guys with literally nothing to work with. And Simple, that's the 30 bomb happening. It's real, boys and girls. It's real.
It's real.
It's only 1 FAMAS for Titan. Hellraisers is very composed right now. Just how they just acted on that first frac they got. Smoked off all the choke points. Molotov to crucial corners and just went in as a unit, and Angel obviously doing a lot of the work, but they look like a team right now and they're really making it work.
Yeah, this is very solid. I mean, when you have, exactly, but when you have that pillar, that Simple, basically, who's just constantly getting frags, creating openings for the team, I mean, it becomes so much easier for Hellraisers. Shox is doing his damnedest over on the French side right now, but he isn't measuring up. So Hellraisers, again, with the very thorough play, they expect some kind of crazy stuff to come out of Titan.
Yeah, Shox is just not getting enough help from his teammates. That's the thing, while Simple is.
Oh, there we go. Line them up. Simple mows down Scream and RPK. Shock's not going to be able to do anything. Looking for the refrag. He's not going to get it. Adrian is there. Existence is still stacked up. This was a stack on B, by the way, but Hellraisers, they're just walking right through it. Simple, another headshot. He's on 1 HP right now. And Existence, he's just hiding in the smoke. He's doing his old NIP impression. What's going on here? And it's not meant to be. Adrian runs out of bullets, and I mean, it's almost as if Existence wanted to give it to Simple.
Wow, 34, 2 and 13 for Simple. What a performance, but like I said, it was the team behind him as well that really utilized those first picks that he managed to pick up. Meanwhile, on Titan, there wasn't so much going on. Like, Shoxy was getting a lot of entries in the first half, but it wasn't working out.
It's just pure fragging power. Like, that's it. It's undiluted. It's just there. I mean, I think it's hard to imagine just how happy Angel and, you know, Adrian and like these guys who have been trying to call, and they've always kind of lacked that fight. Like Doja fell off, he wasn't there. Then they brought in Mood, and you know, Mood had his moment, but still he had to get experience. It's always been this uphill struggle for Hellraisers to have that just raw fragging power. They finally have it, and they look completely revitalized. They just went through Titan like Titan weren't even on the server. So this is it, guys. We're gonna be taking a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the second map of this best of 3 series to settle who gets the first seed here at DreamHack Open in this group.